Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now, in today's video what we've got is how Barcelona could look this season without Lionel Messi. Of course, we do have our first game of the season, our first official game against Real Sociedad on Sunday. So the preview for that, by the way, guys, will be coming out tomorrow. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what Barcelona's squad will look like this season. So we're going to be going through all of the players in the first team. We're also going to be taking a look at some players in the B team who will be registered for the B team, but could have a really important role to play in the first team next season. And we'll also be looking at how Barcelona could line up on the pitch. So position by position, we're going to be covering everything here, how Barcelona's squad will look. So let's get started. And a quick disclaimer, guys, of course, the transfer window isn't finished yet, so things can still happen. I think we all know it's no secret that Barcelona are still trying to move on players such as Titi, Pjanic, and also Braithwaite if possible, if a good offer arrives. If not, you'd imagine Braithwaite will stay, but I think Pjanic and Titi in particular, those are two players who Barcelona do not really want in the first team next season. In terms of signings, I wouldn't expect anything else, to be honest. However, if Barcelona are able to get decent fees, if that's even possible for some players, or if we're able to get them off the wage bill, then never say never. But right now, I feel as if Barcelona have a clear goal, and that's to reduce salaries and to sell a few more players, and then the squad is basically going to be ready. So I think a good way to actually look at how Barcelona could be looking next season is by going through the squad number by number. Now, in La Liga, guys, there is a regulation that essentially means your first team can have squad numbers from up to 1 to 25, and in this case we've got 26 because we've got Iñaki Peña as almost like a third goalkeeper, and he'll be taking the number 26 shirt. But essentially it's numbers 1 to 24/25 really in La Liga, and that's why there was all that debate about whether Barcelona can indeed retire the Messi shirt or not. So this is how we could be looking, guys. Number 1 will be Ter Stegen, number 2 will be Serginho Dest, 3 will be Piqué, 4 will be Ronald Araujo, number 5 will be Sergio Busquets, number 6, which is the first new kit number, is going to be Riqui Puig for the new season, number 7 is going to be Antoine Griezmann, number 8 is where more debate comes. As of now, of course, it will be Pjanic. If he's sold, I'd imagine it'll be no one for this season. However, maybe Alex Moriba will come in there if he agrees to renew his contract. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll play for Barcelona this season. So as of now, it's Pjanic. If he's sold, I imagine no one will take the number 8 for this season. So that's the situation with the Pjanic shirt. Number 9, we have a new number 9. It's going to be Memphis Depay. He's taken that one off Braithwaite, which is interesting. Number 10, I think we are going to be able to get away with this season not giving it to anyone. I do think that. I don't think any more signings are going to be coming in. I think we're going to have quite, a thin first team squad maybe if we are able to sell a few players on, and then we can use B team players, which should be able to help us in that department. Number 11 will be Dembélé. Number 12 is going to be Martin Braithwaite. He's been moved off that number 9 shirt for Memphis, so let's see if Braithwaite's sold. I get the feeling with Aguero's injury that he'll probably stay at the club. He seems quite adamant on that too, so let's see, guys. Number 13 will be Neto. Let's hope he stays this season. There have been some rumours that he could be going to the Premier League, but I think with Ter Stegen's injury and how well he's been playing in pre-season, he should be staying. 14 is going to be Coutinho there. He's going to be getting another chance in the Barcelona first team. Longley, similarly to him, he's going to be keeping the 15. Pedri will start the season with 16 for sure. We'll get onto it in a bit, but there's something that could change Pedri's kit number, if a few things happen. New number for Ansu Fati, number 17 for Fati when he comes back from injury, so that's an interesting move. 18, of course, will be Jordi Alba. 19, we're gonna have a Kun Agüero. Probably rumours about him taking the 9 or the 10, but he's got the 19. 20 will be Sergio Roberto. 21 will be De Jong. 22 is going to be Emerson, so that's Ansu Fati's old number. Similarly to the Pjanic situation here, guys, with Titi, he currently has the 23. However, Barcelona are looking to move him on, and as of now, guys, Oscar Mingueza does not have a first team number. Now, I think what Barcelona are going to be doing here is attempting to sell Titi and then giving Oscar Mingueza the number 23. I think that's the natural thing that will happen here. However, say Barcelona can only move on Miralem Pjanic and not summon Titi, then what could actually happen, guys, is Pedri will move to the number 8, and that'll free up the 16, and Mingueza can take that. So as of now, Mingueza has no first team number. That in itself is worrying, and I suppose it reiterates that, look, we've got to sell some players here. Pjanic and Titi, those are the two really. I think Braithwaite as well are the 3 that I'm looking at in terms of we've got to move them on. 24, we've got Eric Garcia. 25, I don't think it's going to be taken up by anyone. And then 26 will be the third goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña. So this is a really good way, guys, you could actually look through in terms of making a Barcelona squad for next season, if you're ever doing it for next summer, is go on the kit numbers. Because in La Liga, like I said, it's 1 to 24 really, in terms of you can only really have 24 players in your squad, in your first team squad anyway. So we will have a few players from the B team who I'll get onto in just a moment. But that's what it's looking like, guys. And I do feel like, look, like I said, Pjanic will need to be moved on, Titi will need to be moved on. we need to make some space for Mingueza, and if it likes Moriba renews, we'll need to make some space for him. So the natural thing there would be, it likes to take the 8 off Pjanic, and Mingueza take the 23 off from Titi, but I don't think it likes will renew, so I'm hoping that, look, Mingueza takes a number off from Titi, essentially, and gets that 23. And in terms of some B-team stars who we should, of course, be looking out for next season, we've got Yusuf Demir there. He'll be looking at the 27 shirt from that B-team when he plays for the first team. We should actually be seeing him against Real Sociedad on the weekend. So Demir, that's someone we've got to be getting used to. We're also going to have Nico Gonzalez there, who I'd expect to have a decent role in the first team. Rey Manai is another one to look out for. Pablo Gavi, of course, very, very young player. Talent for Barcelona. 31, we've got Alejandro Balde. Left back, of course, with no sub left back in the first team. I'd expect really Balde to get some good action. Alex Collado has decided to stay, but let's see what happens with him. We thought he was going to be part of the first team, but if numbers aren't moved out for him, then that is a little bit worrying. What's going to happen with Collado is a really big situation actually to watch out for. But right now, he's been given the number 32, but that will not add up because he'll need to have a 1-24 if he wants to be part of the first team, essentially. And then there's Arnal Tenas there, who will almost be, the fourth goalkeeper behind Ter Stegen, Neto, and Iñaki Peña. So then, guys, let's take a look at how Barcelona's full squad will look like on the pitch. And thankfully, Sport have made us a really nice graphic here to go ahead and look at. So this will tell us almost position by position what options we've got this season. This also includes some of the younger guys too, so it's really good to look at. We've got, of course, Ter Stegen in goal, Neto behind him, and Iñaki Peña behind him. All three of those guys are going to be staying next season. We've got Dest and Emerson at the right back spot. You can also have Sergio Roberto back there as well, if he's not going to be in midfield. At left back, we've got Jordi Alba. Right now, there's no real left back sub. Dest can play there maybe, and then Roberto can help cover at right back. If not, the guys, as you're going to see on the graphic, they have got Alejandro Balde there, so he could be playing at left back, even though he's going to be predominantly part of the B team. In centre back, we've got a lot of options, and this is probably why I feel Titi has to go, really, if we are to fit some players in. We've got Piqué, Eric Garcia, and we've also got Oscar Mingueza, of course, and then we've got Ronald Araujo, we've got Longley, and also Samuel Titi. So, like I said, I think 5 is enough in defence, really. It gives us the option to go to a back 5. I feel like Titi has to be moved on. In midfield, we've got the classic 3, who I'm really expecting big things of this season. Pedri, Busquets, and De Jong. We've got our big seasons from them. In the covering areas, like I said, Sergio Roberto can be there. Nico can be there too for Busquets, I think. You've, of course, got Ricky Puig there. Pjanic, I think, will go. So I don't think, he'll be an option next season. But if not, then, of course, you've still got Coutinho, who can count as a midfielder. I still see Coutinho as more of a number 10, but you know what? Who knows what could happen if Barcelona moves to a 4-2-3-1. And then, of course, you've got more youngsters like Pablo Gavi. So the way I see the midfield going is, we've got the 3 first teamers also. You've also got Sergio Roberto and Ricky Puig there too. But I do feel as if we're looking for midfielders, guys, we should go to La Masia, and that is what we're doing, essentially, isn't it? We've already promoted Ricky, we've got Gavi there too, we've got Nico there, so there are always good options in La Masia midfield. And up front, I think when they're all fit, this will be my front 3. Griezmann, Depay, and Ansu Fati. I think it's the best front 3 we've got right now. Other options include Dembélé when he comes back from injury. I think Demir is going to have a lot of action at the start of the season, young Yusuf Demir. Collado seems a bit in limbo right now, doesn't he, with no real first-team squad number. He decided not to go on loan and stay at Barcelona, but I don't know what's happening with that situation. That will probably be made more clear in the coming weeks. Same with Dembélé. Aguero, when he comes back from injury, will be a striker option. And then you also got Martin Braithwaite, who, well, let's see what happens with him. I think we were all expecting a sale for him this summer, but with Messi's departure, with Dembele's injury, with Aguero's injury, I just can't see him going. So that is where I will wrap up this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a nice almost preview for the season. Look, more can change between now and the end of the transfer window, but I don't really think anything drastic will happen. All I'm thinking is Pjanic will go, Titi will go, Mingueza will take one of the first team numbers. I think Elites will be sent to the stands. And then also, guys, watch out for those B team players who could be getting more action in the first team next season. I think especially, Yusuf Demir. He's got a big future ahead of him. But, you look at a lot of them. There's not many midfield options for us. So Nico, Gavi, watch out for them. Balde at left back is the only cover for Jordi Alba. The only natural cover anyway. So, look, there are options, guys. Let's see what happens. I hope I previewed it nicely. I hope I gave you guys a good understanding of, exactly what the Barcelona squad looks like. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Real Sociedad match preview coming up tomorrow on the channel. Big game for Barcelona. We've got to go in and try and get 3 points from match day 1. So let's see how we do. I'll see you then. Leave any of your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers, by the way. I did leave a message on the community section of the channel thanking you guys for that. It really, really does mean a lot. And maybe, I'll reiterate that in future videos. But thanks a lot for that. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.